All right, guys, what is going on? What's good? What's good? It is Friday. Y'all know what that means. We are live right here on YouTube. And for some reason, I'm not bright enough. I don't understand. I've got a ring light, a different LED light, and 2 monitors. And I still don't think I'm bright enough. I don't know what's going on. But, all right. We'll do what we can. Oh, look at that new low. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that new low right there. Right there. Oh. Perfect. S&P. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Look at that now. Oh. You don't need ripples when you can ride the waves. Let's see if we can get 15,680. I'm shitting on everyone if we can get that. Oof, let's continue. Oh my heavens. What a good day. What a good day. What a good day. What's good, Willow? Always first, for the most part. What's good, Naruto? Ali, Nikki. We're waiting on some others. I really should punch in a break even. But I don't want to fuck up the recording. Let me do it anyway. Fuck. I don't know how to. Give me 1 second here. There's a way to do it. Let me see. It would be... Christ, I haven't done a put option in a long fucking time. So do a stop at 1. Fuck. All right. Fuck a stop loss. We'll just be mindful. We'll just be mindful. It's all gravy. Don't write that down. Oh, John Phibbs said fuck a stop loss. All right, don't write that down. Is the natural light doing anything different in the room today? Maybe affecting... I don't have any natural light in here, brother. Zero. Good evening from Germany. Well, good afternoon from the US. Yes. Oh my God. Yo, for those of you that are in the Discord, peep those charts. Peep it, bro. Oh, what is drawdown? What is drawdown, baby? What is it? You're in the S&P sales from that 5-minute imbalance. Oh, fuck, man. Good for you. Good for you, bro. That's crispy. That's a partial here, just so you know. That's a partial right there. Brand new low. Very small time frame gap right there. 15, maybe 14 points or so. That's a get paid. Get paid. Do we got some money bags in here? Where's the money bags at? Drop some money bags if you've been watching JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. Let's do a quick update on that. Matter of fact, I think they're down today. They got kind of shitted on after the open. But, oh yeah, that's a fat down candle. But look, man, we talked about 45. Did we not? Did we not? Right there, boom. Inside this larger imbalance. Right there. We actually went to 45.30. So if you held on too long, yeah, you're getting your face ripped off here in the afternoon. That's why we take partials on the way up, ladies and gents, on the way up. Okay, buy lows, sell highs, the name of the game. Sorry. Too many screenshots to take. Today, the JP Morgan has a high of 152.89. So we didn't get to 150. I don't know why. 155. We get to the 152s. We still gapped up today from the earnings. They beat expectations, I guess. So is the stream fuzzy? Is it fuzzy or clear? How we looking? How we looking? You know we got to do our sound check. Give me a sound check real quick. Real quick with the poll. With the poll, you know we like them. We like them polls. What? Keep it together, John. Keep it together. Keep it together. All right. Let me tell you why I made this stream the way I did. Okay? Because you're not going to fucking believe this shit. All right. So if you like crypto, your opinion's about to change about me. Okay? Your opinion's about to change. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Matter of fact, we're gonna record this as well because we're gonna make this a separate video. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. What we're gonna talk about is Ripple, a little bit of cryptocurrency, and why options do better than crypto. Ooh, yeah, I just offended some of you. It's all gravy, but you know I'm gonna back it up like a Tonka truck with evidence and with data. So let's take a look, right? Everyone on social media right now is talking about, see, look at that. We got some viewers that left. See, I told you. Ripple, okay? Very, very nice day yesterday. Let's take a brief look at it. Can't even find the fucking list because I hardly ever look at it. Ripple is what? XRP, right? All right. So apparently, now this is just from what I hear, okay? Apparently, they won a court case and the judge or the whatever said that Ripple is not a security. All right, cool. So upon that news, and I wonder why price was in consolidation before that. So we see Ripple's close at 47 cents roughly. And yesterday it rallied about 100% up to about 94 cents. Okay, great. It doubled essentially. Now it's pulling back a little bit today. It's about 55% from yesterday. All right, look, I'm not going to argue those are good numbers. Anybody can agree those are good numbers, right? I get it, and I would never argue that. But now let's come back for a second. That opportunity happened how many times in the last couple years? Well, a few. But let's say 2023. Let's say this year, it doubled in a day once. Okay. Maybe a couple times if I check my math, because I really don't look at Ripple all that much. Okay. So one day it did double. Props. You have my respect there. However, if you go into the Nasdaq right now, if you go into the triple Qs, okay? If you shorted in here where price is at right now, it's up 70, 80% in an hour and a half. Okay. So options do this shit every day. Whereas crypto, not all that much. Let's take a look. Pull up the options prices. let's see. This is the... Fuck, it doesn't even tell me. I think it's the 17th. This would be a 380 put, which I think is here. Oh, that's the call option. Puts. $380. This can't be right, unless it's delayed. Oh, I got hit with the fucking free trial bullshit again. Damn it, can't make my point. I gotta make my point. Dude, they hit me with this trial bullshit like so many times. I might fuck around and sign up, to be honest. All right, so this is delayed a little bit. Because it's 1:12. Oh, it's 12:12 for me, but this is Eastern time, so they're not like updating the fucking price chart, but I can see it. Okay. This right now has a high of 174 here in the afternoon. So we went from $1 during lunch. It went to $1.74 here at the high. So that is a gain of what? 74%. Okay. Now this happens every day, every single day. Whereas Ripple once this year. Is that the same chart we were looking at? I don't know. Okay. So you guys asked me why I trade options and why I don't really ride the hype of crypto, because this is why. You want to see double digit, triple digit gains, options market. Okay? Options market. So that's what I mean when I say, God, it's fucking hot in here, bro. It is so hot in here. Ride the wave. Okay, and this is what I mean. Being able to short and ride it lower. Okay, and it's just a fun play, obviously, on Ripple, because you guys know when you drop a rock into the water, there's a ripple effect, right? But a wave is much bigger. So that's just a play on Ripple, okay? But anyway, so if you look at the triple Qs on the 15-minute time frame, it does look kind of shitty. Like this candle right here looks very nasty. But you know, looking at this and looking at the Nasdaq on the daily time frame, what have we done this week? Here's our week at the moment. Here it is. Okay, so Monday traded lower, closed higher. Tuesday up, close. Wednesday gap higher and closed higher. Thursday gapped higher, closed higher. Friday gapped higher and rallied, but now it is pulling back a little bit. So I have taught you guys in the past that when Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are an up day, Friday can often be a reversal day, or especially like when the whole week is bullish. Okay, Friday can sometimes, I used to call this a profit taking day, just to give a little bit of context behind it. And so, you know, it's like, okay, well, in what case would we short? Well, it's why I wanted to show you the futures, because it's a little bit easier to look at, because we don't actually have the regular trading hours on, because you won't be able to see it of what I'm trying to show you unless you look at the electronic hours. So we have this consolidation, and then our 8:30 opening price is here. So we rally up to get buyers in, get them chasing price, and then the market likely will reverse and trade lower. So being in a short from up here, right? Price made a new low right on the session. I said this would be a good partial, at least for ES, right? This short-term low here, that would be a good partial. There, I still think, damn, my computer's fucking up. Can you guys still hear me? Can we do a sound check again? See, it's so hot, my fucking computer can't even operate. Are we good? Talking too much shit, that's why. We're good? All right, thank you guys. Goof. All right, thank you. Thank you, Josh. We're goofing around, I understand. What I was trying to say is I think there's still a potential chance it could trade higher, but I don't think that's the case. I think we're going to dump. I would like us to dump. And I'm still recording the options play today. For now, at least. So we dropped down, respected that imbalance. We traded lower. So again, I'd like to see lower pricing, but I wouldn't be totally surprised if we do come back up in here. I just wouldn't want that. So, you know, it all comes back to trade management. When price goes your way, you want to be able to take something out along the way. That's why with JP Morgan, you know, today's the third time we've taken partials. Okay. Once at the 145 highs. Once more when we got to, I don't remember. And then one more this morning on that gap up from earnings. So we've already TP'd 3 times. Okay. And with the rest, I'll probably hold it indefinitely. Okay. And the best part is, if you've been following along with JP Morgan, if you have shares, you also get the dividends as well. So it's kind of a little icing on the cake. I mean, it's not a lot, but depending on how much you have, it'd be enough to have a membership here on the YouTube channel. So, hey, it's like getting a free membership. But anyways, with what we did this afternoon, I'd like to see lower pricing. So the only real thing that's holding me back is we've been on a really massive winning streak. And I just know that at a certain point, we'll be wrong again, you know? So, I mean, we were, gold bias was solid. JP Morgan was solid. I'm not trading Wells Fargo. I've already got out of it, but it was higher, so we're good on that. The dollar had went lower really bad, so we're good on that. And then shorting the indices today, we're good so far. So I will not be celebratory, I guess, unless we get above, or excuse me, below 15,680. In other words, the 380 contract for the triple Qs is about to be in the money, because that 380 contract is out of the money up here when it's at 382. Now that it's at 380, it's at the money. And when it's below that, now any put options contract is in the money. So it's like super blessed. You know what I mean? But again, we won't know. We still got about almost 3 hours. About 2 hours and 40 minutes until the end of the day. So I'm not going to hold this option contract into the weekend. I'm not fucking doing it. It's definitely a day trade. I'm going to get rid of it no matter what happens before the close. I just really would like to see where we go. But I'm excited, because we've been on a damn win streak. Okay? And I love it. Dow's got some equal highs at 34,792. I took a break even trying to trade higher today. Well, as I say, break even's better than a loss. And the Dow did not have the same shorting scenario, but it did have a imbalance here. It spent a lot of time there. And that was a little bit too close to the open for me. I don't try to trade near the open the first 20, 30 minutes. I don't usually care for that. So I let that go, and it spent a lot of time there. So I felt like maybe I could be wrong on that. And then it absolutely ripped everyone's face off going lower. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, I missed it. So, and that S&P to me here was much better, was much better. So I would feel confident if I was in from up here on the S&P. I shorted Nasdaq instead. I wanted to do a lesson on the option contract, which is not done yet. We're not done for today. But if I was in from up here, again, new lows, a great partial, and my stop would probably be about 2 points in the direction of where we want it to go, just to be able to lock in before the weekend, have it, secure that winning day. The only way you could lose is if price somehow gapped above it. And it's Friday. I don't think there's any news. We already had news earlier today, so I think it's unlikely to happen that we would just magically blow past stops going higher. I don't see that happening. Now, the only reason, and I shouldn't have done this, but I did it anyway. If you look at the S&P, it has the same storyline as the Nasdaq. It's just a little bit different. Consolidation, manipulation, breakdown, retracement, done. Right? So I still think these lows could be cleared today. That's what I think is going to happen. But the cleanliness, it just, price looks more clean on the Nasdaq. And what I mean by clean is just the consolidation is a little bit more distinctive, I would say is probably the right word. You can tell that, it's stuck within that range, right? And when you look at the overall picture, it's like this thing's been rallying and rallying and rallying and rallying. So anyone that has been long all week, if they're trailing their stops, then there's got to be liquidity here. And if there is, the market should trade down there. The only thing that would prevent that is, let me change this color too. Just make it yellow. The only thing that would, I guess, negate that idea is if this imbalance is respected to go higher. So in other words, if we're bearish, we want to see bullish concepts disrespected. So this could be a short-term buying opportunity if the overall, I guess, higher time frame bias is bullish, but we've been up all week. We've been going up all fucking week. So I feel like that's almost chasing price, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go with the idea that we're going to trade lower. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it looks all right. Does that make sense, everybody? And I'm tired, dude. I slept like shit all week. All week long, man. But it's all right. You have to bear what's bearable. So we can do a quick philosophical Friday as well. It was Marcus Aurelius Meditations who said something about it's not misfortune to go through bad shit, okay? But that it's actually beneficial because it makes you better. Now, he obviously said something different, and I definitely chopped that up. But it's something along the lines of that. To bear something is good fortune. So, you know, sometimes the power goes out, you bear through it. Sometimes the furnace gets trashed or the air conditioning doesn't work right, or even in the car too. I don't know what happened. Half my car works and the other side doesn't. Like the AC. I looked at it the other day, right? So I'm driving and the driver's side AC works beautifully. But then I put my hand in front of the passenger side one and it was blowing hot air. I'm like, oh my God, something's not right. So I don't know if any of you guys are mechanics, but has that ever happened before where the left side of the car has air conditioning, but the right side of the car doesn't? I can't say I've had that happen before. So at least the driver's side works. But that's just weird. Like literally, that's never happened to me. So I'm wondering if, I guess if my car is made where there's Freon on, or separate Freon for both sides. I don't know. Problems aren't problems, they are opportunities. I would agree. Although the whole opportunity part probably comes later. Because like during something, you're probably not like, this is a great learning opportunity. It's more like, man, this fucking sucks. But then you get through it and you're like, man, we did that. We did that. That's how I look at it. But yeah, a friend of mine was a little flabbergasted one time because a couple years ago in Texas, we had some sort of power outage. Like for a few days, we had like rolling blackouts or whatever. And my friend had asked me something. Because like basically, I think everybody over, what is it called? Where, I can't think of the right word. I told you I'm fucking tired. It's where like over dramatic, you could say. They were very over dramatic. Like, oh, bunch of people died and all this and that. And I'm like, it was just a minor inconvenience. Not having power for a couple days. Or, you know, it's like you'd have it for like 4 hours and then you not have it for like 8 hours, you know, like something like that. And I'm just like, it was just an inconvenience. And my friend was just like flabbergasted that I wasn't over dramatic like everyone else. It's like, bro, it's just power. What's the worst that could happen? Your food goes bad. Okay. You lose a couple $100 worth of food. All right. What else? Your drinks aren't cold. Oh, boo-hoo. You think they always had cold drinks in the fucking 1600s and 1700s and the Roman Empire days? You think they had fucking Freon? You know? Horse and carriages. You think they had air conditioning in it with horse and carriages, bro? I think people nowadays have things so easy compared to history. Marcus Aurelius probably didn't have air conditioning, or they might have had cold drinks, I'm sure. But it's just like, bro, you guys are so used to luxury that the first minor inconvenience you think is a fucking shipwreck. Well, you know what? I guess maybe I'm wrong. I guess the worst that could happen during a power outage is if you are on a breathing machine. I forget what those are called. It's like a machine you hook up and it, you know, gives you oxygen or whatever. So I could see that being a problem. But if your life depends on electricity, shouldn't you have a backup generator? If it's that important, shouldn't you have a backup generator? Because why else would someone just be like, you know what? I need this to breathe, and if I don't have it, I'm gonna die. I don't need to spend $600-700 on a fucking generator or a you know, backup power. Really? That's your thought process. So, Darwin Award. You know what I'm saying? That's just natural selection at that point. I know that sounds fucked up, but it's true. It's like, look, if you can't have a backup plan for losing power and your life depends on it, well, you really must not care that much about your life, huh? But anyway, we'll probably do another 30 minutes. I'm not going to be here all afternoon. I can't be in here. I mean, I could do it, but I'm not going to, bro. It's hot. I have a air conditioning set up in a different room. But I will suffer through it because that's our schedule. Our schedule is Friday. Because you guys know I could easily just say, fuck it. I could easily just be like, oh, no, we'll reconvene next week. Sorry, my internet's out. Right? Oh, they're working on the internet cables. I'm not going to be able to stream, right? I could lie and say something like that. But nope. There's a thing called integrity, man. And that's why I'm doing more videos on leadership. To explain to people, like, you know, to not be a goober. Anti-gooberism. So, anyway, we got to get rid of all this bullshit. Yeah, the Dow. Yeah, Casper was on stream the other day, and I had commented. He said something. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know, John's good with the Dow." I'm like, I mean, I yeah, but bro, I hardly ever trade the fucking Dow. I like it as a reference point, but a lot of the times, like, what is this? 2 hours of nothingness? God, that's terrible. The S&P at least traded lower. The Nasdaq at least traded lower as well. So at least we're seeing weakness. But I'd say for me, I really would not want us to trade to the high end of that candle there. I wouldn't want that. So that's probably like if I was short on the future side from up here, my stop would probably be at the high of this candle or the high of the body of that candle, just to lock something in. Because I think if it trades to that point, it's probably not going to trade below these lows, is what I'm assuming. So the yeah. What do you guys think? Y'all trading anything today? Have y'all looked at anything? Silver maintaining its bullishness. And gold kind of being wishy-washy. Took yesterday's low. And it has rallied, but it has not taken these highs. Or I guess this is our high right there. Because with silver, when I was looking at it earlier, I didn't trade it because you know, whatever. But like watching it, we dropped down, and I'm like, okay, well, I'd like to see us trade above these highs, but I didn't know if it was going to come for these lows. It was kind of in the middle, and you guys know I don't like trading around the middle of a range, so I let it go. But I still want to see if I'm right, though. And we are at the 25 whole number as well, so it may struggle to get past that. Naruto doesn't press buttons today. That's okay. Do you think the low resistant highs on Euro GBP will be taken before the weekend? Cross pairs, yuck. Which time frame are you talking about, Marius? I'm guessing you're talking about here. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about this. That's only about 5 pips away, so what'll happen is knowing how the fucking markets work, it'll get there right at the time spreads increase. So price will hit probably that, and then spread will keep you out. And this is a 5-point difference right here, and spreads are going to go to 5 pips anyway, so that's what's going to happen probably. But I mean, order flow looks bullish. Short-term low, sweat, rallied, retracement, rallied, imbalance, rallied, retracement. And I mean, it looks like it's ready to go there, yeah. I could see it. But at the same time, it's only like 5 or 6 pips. Is it really worth it to you? Because I've done that before too. I'm like, well, it's almost on my target, but the timing is like okay. Low, high, lower, low. We traded through it. Traded back into it right at the open of London. Then it rallies, retracement, and then bullish order flow. So yeah, I could probably see that. I could probably see it. Traded Nasdaq, got stopped out of S&P. What happened there, Leon? What happened there? We'll come back and take a look at it. Oh yeah, that 5 minutes retracing a little bit, huh? But these highs look, that looks like junk. I mean, I guess you could say those are equal highs, maybe. Right there, I guess. That I'm not doing anything with. So what I am just trying to see, if it does trade higher, like what is it going to reach for? That's the question. If I'm wrong in the assumption of bearishness, what would it reach for? And I don't know. I guess this higher imbalance, maybe? Possibly. But I'm, you know, it's probabilities, right? And this is why the mitigation model, or really any trade model, if you're taking a trade, like if you're placing a trade, even on demo, and you just want to practice, I still, like 99 times out of 100, is I want to take the setup that has the highest, you know, probability, or in other words, like a high probability target. So, you know, we could, again, just like I mentioned earlier, we could look at this as a long opportunity, and let's, you know, entertain that idea. So if we long here, what is the upside potential? And that I have a problem figuring out. What is it? There's no equal highs. What is there? And it's like, okay, well, I can't answer that question other than this imbalance, the lower one at least. But is that enough for me to put money on the table that we would trade up here? No. I would put money on it going lower. That's why I am short. I have a stop in profit, so we'll see. Okay. Now, I don't trade puts all that often. So if this consolidates, I may end up being stopped just from time decay if it'll do that. But even with a stop in profit, then it's not going to be a loss either way. I mean, unless I got slipped on an options contract for the triple Qs, which is very, very liquid. So I don't think so. So anyway, that is, again, like a process for finding better setup, or like taking better setups, is entertain both sides. Could I justify going long? Well, the S&P has been long. It's been trading higher all week. We took yesterday's high and collapsed lower. So how much juice does this have left to the upside? I can't justify going long. Now, maybe on a small time frame, like if you wanted to scalp, you could probably argue, oh, equal highs, and we took a short-term low, rallied, left an imbalance, and like that's longable, I guess. Okay. You know, 41 up to 48. That's probably 7 or 8 points on the table. I mean, I could see something like that. Sure. But, you know, I'm not willing to do that personally. Okay. So when you weigh both sides, if you can justify going long, but you can also justify going short, that's probably not a high probability trade. But if you can filter it and go up here, that's why I screenshotted it and posted it in the Discord, actually with the updates going lower as well. Because think about it. Think about when price is right here. Okay? Can you justify going long? Well, number one, price is trading higher and higher. Do you want to long as price is going up? Debatable. Again, took yesterday's high, broke structure to the downside, heavily collapsed lower with an imbalance. So is that something that I want to long? No. Can we justify shorts? Well, you've got consolidation lows on the Nasdaq, and you got some consolidation here on the S&P as well. So that to me is more one-sided. It's one-sided to the downside. Okay? So that, I think, is, you know, probabilities 101. Now my stomach is rumbling because I never eat breakfast, and then I always postpone lunch because I'm like, oh, I'll do it after stream, and then I'll stream and I'll get hungry. So I don't know if you guys can hear my stomach or not, but it's always like, oh. Might get tacos, I'm not sure. You got in too early on the S&P. That still doesn't give me the information I'm looking for, Leon. Because you traded it, you didn't tell me if you went long or short. So how am I supposed to know? Remember, guys, try to speak in like complete sentences, okay? So that way I know. Talk to me like I'm 5. Talk to me like I'm 5. For example, I went long before the open, after the open, at a 5-minute this or a 1-minute that, but I got stopped out, or I got in early and got stopped out, whatever, on a 2-minute time frame. Like that gives me more information to work with. You see what I'm saying? Taco Ring is tier 3 alpha. Gotta be in the Discord to get the sauce. Yes, Willow did drop a fire recipe yesterday. That Taco Ring. I've never heard of that until you mentioned it. Seriously. I had never heard of it until you mentioned it. See, this also happens to be a what did we say? This was a 15-minute, right? Now with this low here at 9, this ends up being a 1-hour imbalance as well. See? So there could be some upside, like with that. Plus you have a 1-hour imbalance here now too, created with the candle here. So yeah, it might come back a little bit. But yeah, they completed that imbalance right there too. Look at that. Completed that. 12 is here. And then 3 is here. That's pretty much our afternoon. Thank you, Willow, for the recipe. We appreciate it. What's good, Andreas? Yeah, we've had quite a few upgrade to tier 3. We've had quite a few already verify their YouTube account or connected their YouTube to their Discord account. When you do that, Discord will automatically show you that you have access to our Discord, and then you can just join it, and Discord will automatically give you the role of what tier you are. So that's why some of you message me and you're like, I don't see anything. But you're a tier 1 or a tier 2 member. It's like, right, you have a tier 1 role or a tier 2 role. And it is a tier 3 Discord. So that's why. And then what happens is Discord and YouTube automatically will sync every hour. So that's why, like, you might join as a tier 3, but you won't have access until it syncs again in probably like 30, 45 minutes. And then you'll be assigned the tier 3 role. Okay. You shorted the S&P 30 minutes after the open. It took the high one last time before dropping. I was looking at the 1-minute and 5-minute. Oh, and there's that small time frame equal highs right there as well. 30 minutes after the open. So 8:30, then 9 was here. Yeah, so 9 o'clock I think wasn't CPI, it was some other shit. I don't remember what it was. But that was news right there. And what exactly were you shorting? See that 1 minute candle right there? It was news right at 9. So it came down to sweep these lows, rallied up for that high. So what exactly were you shorting? Like this imbalance here? I'm slightly confused, like with what the idea was. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just trying to see like what you saw was shortable. Did you know there was news today at 9? Well, 30 minutes after the open. The imbalance, yeah, okay. Makes sense. I get it now. I get what you're saying now. What's good, Vadu? And it's all good. You missed the best part, but it's all good. You see, Vadu, we bought this low down here, bro. We bought it, man. Should have been here. I'm just kidding. We ain't buy shit. But you thought, though. You thought. You're welcome, Leon. No, I just went over I went over how you know, a lot of people are excited about Ripple when options move 50, 100%, 200% like every day. You know, it's like people are so excited about crypto. It only moves really nice like once or twice a year. Options do this every day. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't get that logic. The crypto gurus were finally right. Like once in the last, what, 7 months? So, all right, cool. Well, we come on here and slap this bitch every week. So, what do you mean? You know? That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking shit. That's all. Just talking shit. She like whatever everyone else likes. I mean, I always say, you guys, I'm not a crypto expert. I'm not very good at crypto. All the crypto projects that I get into go to absolute shit. They all lose 80, 90%, stay there and never recover. So, you know, I pretty much only lose money when it comes to the crypto side. So that's why I don't teach you guys it. I'd rather teach you price action because I'm way better at that. Way better. Make sense? Oh, look at that. The Dow's actually rallying a little bit. So the S&P, new low. We're rallying a little bit. There's some low resistance highs right there too. Dow making a new high. Interesting. Triple Qs are not rallying. So I'm wondering if that's some intraday weakness. I'm wondering. Let's think about this. Let's say we decided to long, right? Oh, down candle before the up move, right? Okay. Well, it hit that at 12. Sat here another candle, then has a down candle, and now it's a 15-minute candle, another 15-minute candle of not really doing anything. So if you were long right now, what would your confidence be like? Would you be confident in a long right now? Because I wouldn't be. I'd be going, dude, make a new high. Give me a nice up candle. And it's giving nothing. So, again, weigh both sides. I might be biased because I am short, but still, it's like, it was a few weeks ago where we shorted and then I was like, oh shit, I held on too long, right? because I weighed both sides and I weighted that, yeah, this is probably a buying opportunity, so I'll take partials here. And it's the same idea. Okay, I'm short, but now, you know, is it something that we could long? And I don't think so. So the bias remains short. And watch. We'll hop off of here. And then as soon as we get off, bam, the market's going to take off. You guys know that always happens. That always, every time I used to do earnings, I used to show you guys earnings. We'd give it like 2 or 3 minutes and I'd be like, all right, guys, we're going to hop off. And then as soon as we get off, like 1 or 2 minutes later, shit moves. And I'm just like, wow, we didn't get to watch it together. That shit happens. It used to happen all the time. And I feel like it's going to happen now. We're going to get off and go enjoy our Friday. And then this thing is just going to rip ass to the downside and we're not going to watch it together. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Was that a mitigation on the 1 hour on Dow? I don't think so. Wait. Are you talking about bullish or bearish? Because I think I was looking bearish and you probably meant this. It's fairly reasonable. Low, high, lower low. We traded through it. Back into it here. I mean, I could see that. But the Dow's our weakest index. We went over that yesterday on the Discord. And I went over that again in the market review for yesterday. We went through some of the individual stocks and looked at, you know, what's bullish and bearish and whatever. And we know that Dow is not the greatest, strongest index rather. So I would have been reluctant to long that. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could say. To me, I would have went, well, there's an imbalance down here and it may reach for that. So I wouldn't have longed it. I would have missed it. Should have known. Should have left that alone. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. I mean, I gave you guys something to look for. Something to watch. The only alert that we're going to set for today is the same one we set earlier at 15,680. If that hits, you can expect some shit talking. All right, you can expect that. And if not, then I'm at a break even either way, so it's not a big deal. But I'm willing to bet if we can trade down here, that's going to shoot the option. That'll easily double it. And then I'll screenshot it and then I'll post it and say, fuck your Ripple. My options will outperform. But it has to outperform in order for me to say that it outperforms. So, you know, we had to give it some time. We got 2 hours left. But I'm not going to be here for 2 hours. So with that being said, you don't need ripples when you can ride the wave. All right? So stay blessed. Have a good weekend. If you're not a tier 3 member yet, you can do so by upgrading your membership or just straight up joining as a tier 3 member. I know some people have done that recently as well. We got 30 votes. So 77% of you said that it's clear. 23% of you said that it's fuzzy. What the fuck is 23% of 30? I don't know. Like 6 or 7? I don't know. Well, hopefully it's clear. If it's not, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, stay blessed, guys. Shout out to all the brand new tier 3 members. All right, we're excited to have you here. We're excited to get you into the Discord. And yeah, settings which switch to auto instead of high. Yeah, try. Okay, so for those of you that it's blurry, try switching your settings to HD or 4K, whatever it is. See if that works. But yeah, y'all be good. I'll see you next week.